Hello friends, I hope you're doing great in the market, and I also hope that my videos are helping you comprehend the complexities of the market a whole lot more better. In this video, I want to talk to you about one basic tenet of wealth building, a foundation of creating long-term wealth for yourself. People within my community believe that you should always have asset allocated to fixed income securities, which will take care of your basic bare bones survival expense, if not more. There is an old saying amongst us. It says, you are rich when you can live off on your passive income, but you are wealthy if you don't even have to touch the principal ever in your life. Now, I have in my past videos talked about how a savvy investor will see to it that he keeps aside a sum of money for his family, which takes care of his family's survival before he invests or trades. I follow this rule very, very diligently. It gives me the freedom to do what I want, and the real freedom, believe me, also is in not doing what you don't want to do. Now, to have that kind of flexibility, you need financial freedom. If you were to put all your money in equity markets, which is highest possible risk, then you could be subjected to vagaries of the markets and have drawdowns which are very sharp and have boom times which could be on the borderline of ecstasy. The way out is to segregate money into fixed income securities. And the government at various points in time has tried to ensure that the government can access retail funds directly by way of allowing them access to the bond market. Unfortunately, for us and the government, it's not really worked out. Now, in February, a new scheme has been allowed, which I frankly am very, very excited about as an investor in the fixed income securities market. As a matter of fact, if you were to visit any South Mumbai sports club, you will realize that this is one segment of the population which is a target-rich environment for marketeers. You will have people selling various things, tours, travels, cars, investment products, brokerage services, portfolio management services, etc. You will realize that investment product marketeers who come there and they don't, the marketing agents don't understand the fixed income markets, don't receive any kind of business. Because the wealthy class realizes that a lion's share of your money has to be put in fixed income securities, and thereafter you put the remaining money in tradable securities which are higher risk, so that your lifestyle is not impacted whether the market goes up or down. Now that the government wants you to actively participate in the fixed income market by way of a scheme which was formulated around budget time, it is called the RBI's Retail Direct Scheme. I'm going to walk you through as to what is required to participate in the scheme and what the scheme actually entails. Now, once you open an account with the RBI, it is called the Retail Direct Gilt account. Gilts are government securities. These are bonds. Don't let financial markets intimidate you. The problem with financial markets is that they try to jargonize and create fancy sounding words for very day-to-day routine matters, as if they want to show that they are intellectuals. Don't really be intimidated by all that. These are just bonds and other various government securities which bear interest, and they are given fancy names. So you will open an account which is called the RBI Direct Gilt account. All you need as a resident Indian individual is to have an ordinary bank account. You should have a PAN number. You should have an email ID and a valid mobile number. You should have KYC documents like maybe an Aadhaar, a passport, a driving license, etc. And the account itself will be free. Opening an account is free. There are no maintenance charges, but every time you transact, there are payment gateway fees. When you make an online transaction or an online payment for the bonds that you buy, or while making a fresh investment in a new bond offer, there will be a certain percentage of the amount involved as a service fee. That is the only fee that you will be paying. For NRIs, you will be allowed to invest in this scheme as long as you are making an investment which is compatible under the Foreign Exchange Management Act, which is FEMA of 1999. In both cases, NRIs and resident Indians, you can have a single account or a joint account. Now, the best part about the scheme is that you will not only be allowed to invest in bonds directly which are being floated by the government, but you will also have access to the NDS OM system. Now, here again, let me tell you, don't get intimidated. These are fancy jargons. This is nothing but the screen-based trading system. As long as you can buy or sell a share on your mobile phone, on your tablet, or on your computer, and you know what a buy and sell order entry is like. The only difference is, instead of buying a stock or a currency or a commodity, you are going to buy and sell bonds. All right. So you are going to be allowed access to the NDS OM system, where you will be buying and selling anonymously in a huge market which is so far dominated by banks. And you will be able to access the paper available in the secondary market, which invariably trades at a discount. Now, why is there a discount? Now, supposing somebody invests in a 10-year benchmark bond. The money is frozen there for 10 years, but this person wants the money faster. Say after a year, when 9 years are still left to redemption, somebody requires money immediately. Now, he or she will not be able to sell the bond at face value because the buyer is stuck with it for 9 years. So he will try to sell it at a slight discount. Now, when you buy a 100 rupee bond at a slight discount, your yield or your return on investment goes up. So typically speaking, you will realize that buying your bonds from the NDS OM system will give you far superior yields. For example, my friends who are investing in the fixed income market should look at the bonds offered by the UP State Electricity Board. Take a look at it and see the yields. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is something no bank will ever be able to match. And as per the Government of India guidelines, a bond issued even by a state government is treated as a sovereign guarantee bond. So there you have it. Should you invest in this retail direct gilt scheme? I don't know about you. I intend to. This is a new avenue where I can segregate some money, and asset allocation is the key to investment success. Let's not forget the old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. The Government of India has tried in the past through interest rate futures, through retail bond trading platforms, all of which have not really worked out well. I'm very hopeful that this time around the government will be third time lucky. And the money that this money that you invest in goes into nation building. It goes into directly financing the state and the central governments. The most exciting part is that even municipalities of cities are now being allowed to float their own bonds. So these are called muni bonds. So you're basically directly participating in the progress of the nation and at the same time lending money to the safest possible borrower. I think we should all go for it. On this happy note, I bid goodbye to you in this video, not before reminding you to click like on this video if you agree with what you saw. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. Click on the bell icon to receive instant alerts about fresh videos being put up out here. In the comment section, good, bad or ugly, keep your feedback coming. and help me reach out to fellow like-minded investors and traders by referring my video to your family and friends. Thank you for your patience and watching my video. Vijay Bambwani signing off for now till we meet again in my next. Do take very good care of yourself, your health, your family, trades and investments. Have a profitable day. Bye-bye. Also, do not forget to subscribe to my free email newsletter, Fast Profits Daily, and get my free guide, How to Trade Markets Like a Pro.